Welcome back to the Market Minute. Let's see what's going on this week. October just started this week, so we have all of the market data for September. Let's see how some of the local housing markets reacted. In Boston, there are 308 condos and single-family homes that sold in September. The median price was $737,000. On average, homes were selling for 99% of the list price, meaning that homes are going for a little bit under asking. On the whole, prices are up 2% versus what they were this time in September last year. If we zoom out to Middlesex County, the average price was $720,000. On average, homes are selling 1% above listing price and getting offers within 22 days. The $720,000 median price is actually about a 4% drop versus $750,000 in September 23. If we look at Massachusetts as a whole, the median price was $600,000. The average sale was about 1% over the list price, and homes were accepting offers on average 25 days on the market. The total number of listings was down 5%, and the price for houses was actually up 4% versus September last year. Second item this week is a recent survey on the use of realtors when selling your house. And my bias, sure, I'm a realtor, but Clever Real Estate just performed a study with over 600 sellers that sold their home in 23 and 24 and asked questions about using a realtor versus not. They found that on average, sellers that used a realtor sold their homes for $79,000 more than folks that did not use a realtor. They also found that folks that did not use an agent were twice as likely to be unhappy about the way they sold their home than folks that did use an agent. They found that sellers that did not use an agent were 64% more likely to say they did not get the desired profit for their home. Further brag about real estate agents, 82% of the responders said that good agents are worth every penny of their commission. Finally, how do presidential elections impact the housing market? We're about 30 days out from the presidential election, so let's take a look back at previous elections and see how the market reacted. We have this great chart here that shows the median sales prices for houses across the US per year. You can see that after an election year, in 7 of the 8 previous elections, housing sales prices went up. The only time they went down was in 2008 during the great financial crash or crisis. I think there's 2 ways to look at this chart. One is that after every election year, housing prices are going to go up. But also just in general, almost every year, housing prices increase. I mean, the general trend of this graph is up and up and up unless there's a massive economic crash like there was in 2008. So whether it's Republican, Democrat, whoever wins the election, it's safe to say that prices will most likely go up. This chart tells a very similar story. In the last 8 elections and 9 of the last 11, the total number of home sales went up in the year after the election. The general trend of this chart is up, again, if there's not an economic collapse. But interestingly, look at 22 and 23, where the number of sales has actually been decreasing. You know why? Because interest rates. A lot of people locked in low rates, and now there's higher rates, so they're kind of stuck in their house. With rates trending down, I would expect that more home owners would look to sell and move to more tolerable rates, so that you would expect more home sales in 24 than 23. So for the 9th election in a row, you'll probably see more sales than the actual year before. Just a suspicion. That's it for this Market Minute. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe and reach out if you have any questions.